Hi, welcome to this heart-centered yin yoga class. My name is Allison and I will be guiding you through this practice today. You will want a bolster or a rolled up blanket or towel or pillow, something like that, and a strap. You can use a tie, a belt, something along those lines. If you don't actually have a yoga strap, any of those props will also be useful. So a little bit about the heart space, the heart chakra. It is called Anahata, and it is the fourth chakra. So it's located at your heart space, obviously, and includes your upper chest, your sides, your shoulders, also your back and your arms. So it takes up more than just, often we think of heart as just the center space, right? But it's an entire 360-degree circle around basically your upper torso, including your arms. The color associated with this space is green, and the element is air. Okay, so there's a lot of breath work, a lot of pranayama that goes into exploring your heart space. Now, this space is the center of the chakra system. So there are 3 chakras below the heart space and 3 chakras up above. And it connects these 2 very different kind of chakra styles. The lower chakras are very dense and elemental and physical, whereas the upper chakras are a little more delicate, a little more subtle in their energy. All of the chakras are fluid, right? They can blend into one another, but the upper chakras especially work together, whereas the lower chakras have, again, that dense physical association with them. And so the heart space bridges these 2 kind of polarities within the system as a whole, which is why we will be starting with a breathing practice, pranayama, called Nadi Shodhana, which means alternate nostril breathing. And what we'll do here is breathe in through the right nostril, out through the left, and then we'll reverse, breathing in through the left and out through the right. What that does is balance out the 2 hemispheres of your brain, kind of creating an equilibrium. Similar to what the heart space does, is it balances out the kind of upper and lower levels of the chakras. So we'll start left hand on your knee, palm face up or down, it's up to you. And we'll use the right thumb to manipulate the right nostril, right ring finger to manipulate the left nostril. You can take pointer and middle fingers and tuck them down. I like to place them in between my eyebrows just for some support. So begin breathing in and out through your nose. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. Gently rest your ring finger on your left nostril, thumb on your right nostril. Take a few breaths in and out through your nose. Let yourself settle. Now take a full and complete exhale, breathing out all the air from your lungs. Close off your left nostril. Inhale through your right. Close your right nostril, open your left, and exhale out. Inhale through your left. Close it, open your right, and exhale. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Release your right hand down. Let your breath coming back naturally. Breathing in and out through both nostrils. Just taking a few moments to notice how you feel. Notice if there's tingling in your fingertips or pulsations. And then as you're ready, gently blink your eyes open and we'll begin. We are starting with our arms to open up the back of the heart space. So you might want your strap or tie or belt for this first pose. So you can just unroll it. If you have a belt or a tie, it'll probably just be the single one. So I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see. We'll start with right arm up, left arm down, and then bend your right and left elbows, reaching so your fingertips are towards each other. Now, if you're like me, your fingertips don't meet, take the strap or belt in your right hand and then grab it with your left. So from the back, right hand up, left hand down, bend and reach. So we'll be here for 2 minutes. Now, option is you can add legs. Otherwise, you're seated comfortably. So right arm is over, right leg is also over, knees stacked. All right, so 2 minutes. You can gently close your eyes and allow yourself to relax in this space. Allow your breath to be free and easy. Halfway there. Gently release. If your legs are crossed in any capacity, cross them the opposite direction. So if you were sitting cross-legged, take the opposite leg on front. If you went full cow face with your knees stacked, left leg now on top. And I'll take the other side, so roll your shoulders back. Grab your strap this time in your left hand, reach it down, right hand under, reaching up. And you'll probably notice a difference in both sides with where your hands are. And a lot of this is shoulders, right? The range of motion we have is different in our shoulders. So again, allow yourself to settle into stillness, to move and wiggle as you set up, and then to gradually become still. To give yourself time to ease in, to open, to expand, to tap into the connective tissue rather than the muscle. Just a few more breaths. And then gently release out. You can set your strap off to the side. We won't be needing it anymore. Just come back into an easy seat and we'll take some gentle cow and cat. So cow, pulling your chest forward, opening your throat. And then cat, rounding back, pressing the back of your heart space away from you. So heart space shines forward and then it presses back. You can close your eyes, always feeling into the movement, feeling into the energy, the way your body moves, the space that you take up and that surrounds you. And as you're ready, coming back, we'll meet in a tabletop position to set up for our next pose. So from tabletop, hips are above knees. We're moving into puppy pose, which is called, in the traditional vinyasa world, anahata asana, which means heart melting. So I love it for this practice. So with your hips stationed above your knees, walk your hands forward and melt your heart down towards the ground, forehead down to the ground. Now, if this is super uncomfortable, you can take a block or blanket or something underneath your forehead. Otherwise, rest your head down, relax your shoulders. You can open your arms as wide as you need. And then imagine there is a small weight between your shoulder blades. It's just pressing your heart a little bit closer to the ground. Remember at any point, if you feel pain, to back out of the pose. But if there's just discomfort, see if you can sit with it for one more breath. Explore it, see what it feels like. See if you can be a little more gentle in this pose. Just a few more breaths. Make your way onto your belly. Elbows wide, resting your forehead on top of your hands for a few moments. Relaxing your low back, your hips. Now tuning into the back of your heart space. Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders, hands down to the floor. This is a back bend. So if this feels like too much, walk your elbows out farther. It will decrease the curve of your back. Another option is to take a blanket or bolster underneath your chest for some support. And we'll be here for 3 minutes. So wherever you are, keep your head lifted, shoulders relaxed, down your side. Down your spine, rather. In as your thoughts wander, come back to watching your breath as it flows in and out, no matter how ragged or uneven. Just paying attention to the breath. Slowly walk yourself out. Send your knees wide. Shift your hips back into a child pose. Extending arms forward. If it feels good, elbows can stay down to the ground, forehead to the mat. And then gently press yourself back up. Coming to a seated position for butterfly pose. You have options. Typically, in a yang focus class, the heels are in close to the sit bones to engage the stretch. But since we're in a yin, I invite you to walk your feet out a little wider so your legs can relax, your knees and hips can relax. And then as you roll forward, we're bowing down, shining the back of our heart space out. I like to rest my hands on the ground, palms face up, but you take whatever option feels good to you. yourself to melt into this pose, to surrender into your heart space. And slowly unroll yourself back up seated. We're not in a hurry, so take your time. For our second last pose, we'll be reclining back. So extend out your legs. And we've got some options. If you have a bolster, take it to your hips, short end to your hips so that it is following the length of your spine. If you have a rolled up blanket or towel, I encourage you to actually go in a T so that it goes across your shoulder blades as you lower down. If you have a pillow, again, the length of your spine. And now we lower down onto your prop so that your heart is open. Arms down by your side eases the opening, and the wider you bring them, the more opening you'll feel across your chest. And then allow yourself to settle, to become still. And I invite you in this space to imagine a flame in the middle of your heart. Picture it vividly in your mind's eye. Notice the color of the flame. Notice the type. Notice how big or how small. How bright it shines. How it flickers and moves. Now this flame is connected to your awareness. So as your thoughts wander and spiral, the flame begins to flicker wildly and smoke and cloud your vision. And then as you pull your awareness into your breath, your steady, free-flowing breath, the flame calms down. The flame shines steady and bright and clear. As your attention drifts, just come back to your breath. Come back to the steady, burning flame in the center of your heart. Wherever you are, gently ease yourself off of your prop and come down lying onto your back in Shavasana, corpse pose. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana, I invite you to pause this video and spend as much time here as you prefer. Whenever you're ready to move on, bring gentle movement back into your body. Begin to deepen your breath, feeling into your heart space, the space connected to the earth, and the space with vast openness surrounding it. Making your way up seated. We'll end by placing one hand over our heart and the second hand on top, taking a moment to feel your breath, to feel your heartbeat. These two life forces combining here at heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. It was an honor and a pleasure. Namaste.